Hello, I'm making this little video to talk about teaching young children to jump and the unfortunate issue that so often they end up using their reins to balance when they're taking those early steps in jumping, particularly when the ponies put in a bigger leap than the child is expecting. We've come across a few different ways to work on this, so I just thought I would share them with everybody and see if other people don't have to learn through the mistakes we've made. So here's a perfect example. This is my little girl learning to jump as a 7-year-old. In slow-mo here, she adapts a good seat. She's defensive, not too far forward, but the pony puts in a massive leap. She gets left behind. She lands it, but he certainly gets a sock in the mouth on the way over. One of the first things I tried was starting to regularly lunge the pony over fences to get up a little bit more speed and try and encourage him not to be quite as dramatic. When Isla rides into a fence, she rides in slowly, causing him to take these big cat leaps. So I thought the more jumping practice he gets without a little rider, perhaps the less dramatic he will be. This definitely helped, but I realised the pony's pretty scopy, free jumping and lunge jumping, so I'm going to have to mainly work on the rider. Next up, we tried some pole work. This was really good for getting Isla a bit more confident riding towards a pole, but also improving her balance as he sometimes stumbled or misstepped or jumped a couple of poles. We're based in Cheshire and we're really lucky to have the Equi clinics on our doorstep. I really tried encouraging her to use her neck strap when she was jumping, but she found when she wanted to steer, it was tricky to hold onto the neck strap, so we were still ending up looking a little something like this, going over fences. So I decided to go back to the drawing board and try one of these cute little fun bitless bridles. They're easy enough for a child to use, so I figured I'd just be able to tack up and do some pottering after school on him on her own, but also should resolve my problem of the pony getting pulled in the mouth over fences. I know that he's a safe enough pony to do this with, so we thought we'd give it a go, and honestly it's worked a treat. So you can see in this little video here, she's got good enough steering. She can keep her balance, and if she uses the reins to balance herself, it doesn't affect the pony in the slightest, which makes me happy, even when she's cutting me up when we're riding. Again, she pops over, and there's just no pressure on the pony's mouth, but she can still steer, and she's learning to balance all along. It's meant we've been able to go from this, which I just don't feel comfortable with, to this. So child's still learning, everyone's safe and happy. A combination of all these techniques, I think, has put her in a position now where she's got good balance, a strong core, so when she is going over the fence, even if he puts in a great big leap, she can move with the pony and balance well without the use of her reins. And I no longer have to see the pony getting a sock in the chops, which nobody likes to see. And you know, on social media, people are very, very quick to jump down your throats and say, oh, that child's pulling on the pony's mouth. Well, we all know it happens to adults, let's face it. We can all get jumped out of the seat and give our ponies an unintentional sock in the mouth, but this is just working towards that not happening anymore. And I think if anyone out there is struggling with the same thing, a combination of all these methods, the lunging, the bitless bridle, have all combined to have a really successful result. Another thing I know a lot of people struggle with the little ones is the confidence getting knocked when ponies do naughties and great big leaps like this one, or you have instances like this. should add, no child was harmed in the making of this video, although she did hit the deck on this occasion. But my biggest tip on that one is keeping it fun, and if at any point they're not enjoying it, just rewind, strip them back to basics. If the jumping's getting a bit scary, take them back to poles, take them back to leading their ponies over poles if they need to. But basically take away the pressure, because if you put the pressure on and try and push them forward, it just puts them off. And at the end of the day, most of us are not doing it to be winning at BSJA. We're doing it to be having fun and enjoying our horses, and giving them a level of therapy that not all kids are lucky enough to be exposed to. And for me, ponies equal happiness for kids, and that's the way we've got to keep it.